So now we'll move on to shorter shot, but still longer than the first one where you can see the ball the whole way. And I'll show you my tips and tricks of how I kind of see the ball land. The last one I'm going to show you guys, I'm swinging like a 7 or an 8 iron, I don't know. But it's a longer shot, but you can still kind of see the ball the whole way. It's more of like a straight on shot. So I'm gonna show you how to keep that line good looking all the way through that. So not much different. We're gonna find our impact position there. So there's impact to go 1 frame back. We're gonna use our razor tool, which is C, or like I said, going over and clicking that. We're gonna cut it right there. And then we're gonna watch this beautiful shot fly to the green. And then you heard me say sit, which was very convenient because for the thing I explained before. Alright, so right through there is about what I want to be. Same thing, man. I'm going to collect, replace with an After Effects composition. And you can see After Effects, lighten up. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go to the previous tracing I just did. I'm going to go to the shape layer. I'm going to Control C. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to pull up the clip I just pulled over into After Effects. And as you can see, all these are getting saved under the same project. They're all here together. And the same thing, click over here. Obviously, that's the line from the previous spot. That's not what we want. Make sure that this shape is highlighted. Click like we're going to start tracing this ball. Open up contents. Shape 3 has been made. Shape 3 is what we want. Shape 2 is the old shape. It is gone. And make sure we delete our old trim paths too. I'm going to go ahead and click shape layer. And click, actually I'm going to highlight shape because you can see, as you can see, that is circular, which means it's not active. And I'm going to click it. And now it's active. Same thing as before. We're going to frame by frame. The center, we're going to follow the center of this ball. Same method as before. Follow it as far as you can see it. And like I said, when you're making the path, you can cheat a little bit just because this Roto Bezier kind of gets rid of slight imperfections. It helps keep your line nice, uniform, and curved. Alright, so I'm getting close to the top of this one. The reason I wanted to show you guys one like this is just because you can kind of see it the whole way, but you just gotta, it's kind of redundant because it's not anything really different, but you just have to understand how important it is to, when you can see the entire path, to make sure you stay as close to the actual flight of this ball as you can. Seldom will you create this line following the ball and it make a perfect, like, shape. I can already see this isn't right. But I will go all the way to the end. So like I can see this ball on an artifact. You can see the artifact. Sometimes it gets easier once it gets in front of a darker background. So you see this ball, I can still see this artifact. I can follow this almost all the way down. So there it is. Now what I fully expect to happen, this is the first time I've traced this shot. I picked it for this reason. So I can't see it anymore. It's definitely not there. One of the tricks I pulled, this house is pretty dark, so I'm banking that if I watch this in real time, I'll probably see that ball fall down through there. Yeah, see? I don't know if YouTube's compression algorithm has uploaded this with enough resolution to see that, but I can actually see that ball right there. And if you're editing and you have a high resolution video, even if I can't portray this on YouTube, you'll be able to see this. That's all I've done. I followed this ball as far as I could actually physically see it, which was this point right here. Then I lost it. But once it got in front of a darker background, like this house here, I could see it again. So what we're going to do is make sure that this last point is the one that's highlighted. And then once you have found exactly where that ball was, which I have, it's right here. You want to get it as early as possible once you start seeing it on that dark background. So I see it. I'm going to click right there. I'm going to go ahead and finish out and follow it all the way to the bottom. It's kind of artifacty, but I can definitely make out the ball. Boom. It hits. I'm like, okay, that's definitely, that line definitely doesn't look good. And once you pull up stroke, it'll be a lot easier to see. It's easier to see the imperfections in this line once you add that stroke sometimes. I will go back and just add little spots just to make it a really nice curved line. Really uniform all the way through. All you have to do is add a point or two in here just to make this a more curved and like realistic flight line. And it usually doesn't take, it takes less than you usually think. It's not perfect, but definitely looks pretty good. that point, it's pretty much the same thing. I've added my stroke. I'm going to add some taper. So end length for me is always going to be 75, and then for an iron, probably use 30. You gotta think of people watching this on their phone, like 90% of people are gonna be, because the whole point of the tracer is so they can see the ball all the way. If you make the ending line the size of the ball, it's gonna be difficult to see. My biggest suggestion when you're animating like an iron shot like this, and you can see it, just make sure you animate as many points as you can on your trim pass at the very top of it, because that's what makes it look more realistic. Because as I said, when you're watching a golf ball, when it goes up, you know, it sits in one spot and just gets smaller for a long time, but that's, you know, it's traveling during that time. So when it just comes up and comes straight back down, it doesn't look as realistic. It doesn't look like it really followed the flight of the ball. So we're going to pull up stroke. We're going to get all this out of the way. And we're going to go again to add, and we'll go to trim paths. And then go back to the beginning of the clip, stopwatch, end, start your keyframes, go to 0%. Just follow that line all the way. Follow that ball all the way. At this point right here is what I was talking about. This is probably the point I would suggest definitely slowing down and making sure you are as accurate as possible, because this is where your workmanship will get the most criticism, is if that ball doesn't look realistic flying to the top. I guess really, like I said, this line gets more demanding. So like right there, 69, then we'll go back and make sure it all still looks good. Just keep going. Definitely want to make sure this is as accurate as possible. To the point, I mean, you play golf, I mean, you'll know where the ball should be slow and speeding up and whatnot. And right there's the darkest spot I can see that ball, so I'll go ahead and hop down there. It's probably 71.6 or something. Whoa! 71.6. That's about right. I remember this was the last point right here that I could see the ball, and there it is. There's that artifact. I'm trying to get it down there with this, but it's just too sensitive. 75 is about right. Now I'm gonna just watch it again. So that ball appears right here. There we go. Hope YouTube, it's right there. I don't know if YouTube's gonna let it see. I'm gonna upload this video at 2K. It's right there. And really all you can do at this point is just cheat it to there. Just finish the line as you did before. Even I'm not the big of So you can see there's a big gap there where you couldn't see the ball, but the animation should be fairly accurate because you definitely caught the right speed for the ending here. And you definitely caught realistic images of the ball to there. We'll just take a watch and see what it looks like. Wow. First time I've ever traced this, and I think that looks great. I don't have much to go back over again. So we'll watch it. It's fully rendered now. Ball's up. It's not too fast. Looks realistic. And there. Just finish it off. I'm walking away like we did before. Once we get towards the end of it here, push start, move forward a bunch of frames, 2 keyframes on the start stopwatch, and the last keyframe we're going to move that to 100%. And there we go. I just like doing that because once you get done with your vlog, once you get done with that shot, it just tidies up the scene a little bit, because that thing disappears right to the green. Perfect. You'll notice when you go to Premiere, these are actually updated in real time. Perfect. Alright guys, so that's it. That is my step-by-step process to how I create my Pro Tracer lines and how I edit my golf vlogs. I really appreciate you guys checking out my channel. If you're interested in me working on your course vlogs, creating thumbnails for you, custom graphics, anything that looks like I'm graphically capable of, hit me up with my email in the About section of my channel. We'll negotiate and we'll work out a deal, because I do this because I really do love it. It's really something I enjoyed. I've done some high profile work for some professional golfers. I don't think I'm allowed to say their name, or I would. A lot of their Instagram posts, I've done that actual work for them. And I did one course vlog for a YouTuber, and I just really enjoyed doing it. I don't expect to get huge on YouTube. I do this because I enjoy sharing this skills with other people. Otherwise, I really appreciate everybody visiting my channel. Don't forget to check out my other videos, like, subscribe. Thanks for checking out my channel. So that concludes the final video of my series of how to trace shots in After Effects and Premiere Pro. I really enjoy making these when I feel like people are actually getting some use out of them. If you guys have any questions about these videos I've made, or if you have any suggestions for another tutorial I could make for the things you see me do on my YouTube channel, just leave it in the comment sections. Don't forget to check out my other videos, my course vlogs. Leave suggestions in the comments for more videos you guys would like to see. Thanks for watching.